the Swish edition. Because you have nothing better to do.
Hey everybody, it's episode 526. It's Wednesday, July 29th, unbelievably. Last episode for July. And Robbie is here. Robbie and I are in the same room.
In the flesh.
This is the first time we've been in the same room for the Swish edition. Yeah.
So this is a very historic moment.
It's a very historic moment, and you guys are here for it. If you're listening to us only on audio, which 99.9% of you do, what the hell's wrong with you? We're in living color on this gorgeous set here in Las Vegas. I mean, isn't this cool? And what is this outfit? It's very kind of giving me a 1960s vibe.
I thought it was very Palm Springs.
It is Palm Springs.
I feel like Rip Taylor.
Yeah?
Should throw confetti at everyone.
We should do a special episode in Palm Springs.
That would be fun.
On location by the pool.
Yeah, we could totally do it. I'm going to be in Palm Springs in January.
I know, and I need to get those dates from you because we should definitely do a show in Palm Springs.
Okay.
That'll be so fun.
I'm down for that.
I just invited myself to the event that he's going to Palm Springs for, but can
My
you make
cousin's
space
birthday.
for me?
Yeah, well, we'll talk about it.
So this is the first time we've done the show in a professional studio. It's just kind of fun.
It's fun. It's very it's so profesh.
It is very professional. It's better than doing it in my spare bedroom in my house.
Or in my basement.
So Robbie's been here for a couple of days, and he came in for a very special thing that we're going to tell you about that we did on Sunday night. We'll talk about that in a minute, but what do you think about Vegas? You've been staying at Resorts World.
Very
This is
nice.
the first time just now that he's left Resorts World since you got here.
I have been contained in Resorts World and the casino and the restaurants for the past 2 days. But there's really no reason to leave.
Not when it's 111 degrees. 111
It's 111
guys.
outside, which, there's no humidity, so it's just a dry heat.
It feels perfectly comfortable in here.
Yeah.
So
and the
it's good.
casinos are nice and cold, but I did lose all my money at the slots.
All of it?
All
or
the
what
cash
you had
I brought.
budgeted for it?
All the cash that I budgeted for it, so.
His idea of losing all his money is like a couple $100.
That's exactly right.
For me,
yeah.
it's a couple thousand.
No,
and,
I'm way lower than that. I gave myself $200.
So we were just commenting about this on our way here. We were at Mandalay Bay for a little while and seeing a couple friends of mine, and we could not believe how many fucking kids are here.
Kids everywhere.
Everywhere. Please tell. I know that I've ranted about this on the Swish Edition so many times, but what couple is sitting at their house in Dubuque and saying, hey, let's take our 3-year-old and 5-year-old to Vegas on a vacation?
Yeah,
It makes no sense to me.
No, I would. Vegas is not for kids. There are plenty of places for kids, and Vegas is not one of them.
Right. This is not coffee. It's vodka soda with cranberry. We thought it would be fun since we're in Vegas to do the show with cocktails, right?
Yeah, gotta have cocktails.
Yeah.
Usually I'm drinking August Forest wine, but I can have cocktail this time.
It's really fun. So one of the reasons Robbie came to Vegas this time is because we went to this most amazing concert on Sunday night at Resorts World at the Resorts World Theater, which is a 5,000 person theater, and it was pretty packed.
Yeah,
I know
it didn't look sold out, but it was very well attended.
So it was called the Things Are Only Going to Get Better tour.
Things Can Only Get Better.
Things Can Only Get Better tour.
Headlined by Howard Jones.
Headlined by Howard Jones. He put it all together, and he brought 3 other groups with him. So it started at like 6:45, and it ended a little after 10. So it was a long evening.
Yeah, it was full sets it was all these new wave bands from the early 80s.
Yeah, it was
the 80s.
Wang Chung, Modern English, and the English Beat.
Yes.
Would you say the English Beat really isn't the English Beat?
So I was discovering this as I was watching them because English Beat is a really fun band, and they're ska and new wave combined, and they started out as English Beat, but I mean in America it was English Beat, but in other territories it was just the Beat.
Right.
But anyway, so they broke up in sometime in the 80s, and then they reformed or started a new iteration called General Public, because they started singing the song Tenderness, which you hear in the movie Clueless. at the end when Cher marries her stepbrother. And I recognized this song. I said, okay. But when they opened the set with I'll Take You There, which is a cover of the Staple Singers soul song.
I'll take you.
Yeah, and I know that song very well, the cover, because it was on the soundtrack for the 1994 movie called Threesome, which I was a big fan of that movie, and I had the soundtrack.
I had the soundtrack to
That's
Threesome.
a good soundtrack, and that I'll Take You There by General Public is on that soundtrack.
Neat.
So when they started singing that, and it sounded exactly the same, I said, oh, is English Beat General Public as well? And that is true. That's what they are. They formed into General Public, and
That's neat.
yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
That was so Dale went with us. You guys remember Dale? He's still around, just not on camera. Or
We did take a
behind
picture
the mic.
together. Maybe you can flash that.
Yeah, I'm gonna flash all kinds of pictures because I took a bunch of video too. I don't know if I can get away with putting the video on the show of music. I don't know, but I'll figure it out. I'll ask somebody. But yeah, Dale was there, and that was his favorite. English Beat was his favorite. Of
They
the
were
four
so
bands.
fun, and I knew I was going to have fun at this show, but I just didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did. I knew I was going to like it, but and Howard Jones was the headliner, and he's the most well known. But he was not my favorite.
Right.
He was good, but my favorite ended up being Wang Chung.
My favorite was Wang Chung.
They were so fun.
Wang Chung came out first.
No, it was Modern English that
was it
came
Modern
out first.
English?
They do the song "I Melt with You,"
Okay.
and they did a full set and ended with "I Melt with You," which was really the only song that we really knew by them.
Right.
Maybe most people would only know that unless you're a huge
But
fan.
I enjoyed it all.
It was
Yeah.
very enjoyable, and the guy was engaging to the audience.
I got it. I put him in the wrong order.
And then after Modern English, it was English Beat,
Right.
aka General Public, and they had a good set. They had saxophone player. It was just a lot of musical instruments. It was really good. It was very like chill, like beach music, kind of, right? I felt like I was just chilled out. And then after that, it was Wang Chung.
Wang Chung.
And Wang Chung brought the new wave in. They have 3 songs that I know.
Right.
And it's the song from The Breakfast Club when they're running through the halls. I can't remember the name of the song, but they're running through the halls. You can hear it.
Yeah.
But then their 2 famous songs is Dance Hall Days and Everybody Have Fun Tonight, which they did both of those.
Yeah. And everyone knew the words.
Everyone knew the words.
Yeah.
They sound great.
Yeah. They did this thing, and Dale and I were talking about it for hours after. And we were talking about it again the next morning. They had video from 40 years ago.
Like their music videos
music
or
videos
live performances.
of their songs up on the screens in the theater. When he was singing live, and he sounded great, the video was completely synced exactly to what he was singing.
Yes, it was incredible.
I don't know how he did it. Could he see the screen?
I think they're just also they really had a good professional production.
It really was impressive.
Yeah, for what like Modern English came out there, they didn't have any video, neither did English Beat, but Wang Chung brought it up a notch. And then Howard Jones probably had the best production value.
It was so cool.
And his voice was actually quite good as well.
Yeah.
One thing that Howard Jones did that always annoys me when people do this at live performances is they throw the microphone to the audience during like the famous chorus of I hate it when artists do that.
It's a huge.
And he did that sometimes. He didn't always do it, which I give him a little bit of a pass, but the chorus the very famous he would like throw the microphone to the audience to sing it for him, and I hate it when artists do that.
Well, and I hated what the Modern English guy did.
What did he do?
Was constantly asking for applause.
Oh yeah, I did
Remember
notice
that?
that. Yeah.
And you know who else does that? Chris Angel, the magician, does that. And David Copperfield, the other magician who's no longer in Vegas because he's been canceled basically because of Epstein files.
Forced retirement.
But he also would egg on the audience for more. I want more clapping. I want more love. And yeah, that's not the way it works. You don't ask for more love. You get it if you deserve it, but you don't ask for applause. I hate that. It's one of my huge pet peeves about shows.
Yeah. And the audience was definitely people that knew the music back when it first came out.
Yeah.
I'm not talking like people weren't like totally like elderly or anything, but everyone was like 50 or up. Definitely.
50s and 60s seem to be the norm. You were definitely one of the younger people.
I was one of the
there.
younger people there.
Yeah.
But see, I discovered all this music from watching VH1 in my teen years and younger. So, because VH1 was pretty big into playing 80s music, especially new wave.
Yeah.
So that's how I discovered it. So I've always been an old soul anyway. I fit right in there.
You're an old soul.
It was fun. But yeah, so I give the concert a thumbs up, and I say Wang Chung was my favorite, followed closely by English Beat.
Yep.
And then Howard Jones, and then Modern English. But they were all good. I don't have anything bad to say about any of them.
I put Modern English ahead Howard Jones. I thought Howard Jones
You put Modern English ahead of Howard Jones?
I thought Howard Jones was a little cocky, and he turned me off. I thought he was cocky and like, I'm the best of the people here tonight. And, it was his show. He put it together. He was the headliner. But I don't know. He turned me off.
Well, I think he was the last one to go.
Yeah.
And I think you were a little cranky by then. It was past your bedtime.
You're probably right.
He did a full set like everyone did, but he did do like a slower number in the middle that sort of brought the mood down a little bit.
Yeah.
When he sat at the keyboard.
Like Justin Bieber at the FIFA
it was
show?
sort of like
let's grind it to a halt with a ballad.
Yeah. I mean, ballads have their place and they're really
Sure.
good, but I think the energy level was up until that point, and then
Right.
it's sort of like
Yeah, it was a bad move. Maybe you should have started with that.
Could
No, you
have.
can't
I forget
start.
what he started
You
with.
can't start
You
or
gotta
end a show with a ballad.
Right, you got to start the show with a well-known-ish song, and then
Yes.
end it with the best song that you have,
With the best show.
or at least the most known.
Exactly.
You always end it with that.
And remind me the name of the DJ, the K Rock.
Richard
Blade.
Blade.
Richard Blade. Yeah. So he came out. He was kind of the MC for
K
the
Rock.
evening.
I think he's on K Rock
in LA. And he's very famous. He's been there for decades. And he came out and he was doing a retrospective of 80s music.
He would do a
including
countdown
videos,
year by year.
Year by year, the top five for each one.
I think it was 5. I kept going to the bathroom in between sets.
But it was kind of a nice way to transition between the bands. And it was about, no more than 15 minutes between each band.
Right, because so the show started at 6:30, but no one got on. Richard Blade did like a 15-minute intro, right? And then I noticed that the first band, Modern English, went on right at 6:45 on the dot.
Yeah.
They were really, really strict about that.
Thank goodness.
Because he cut his countdown short, Richard Blade did, to start. And then I think the show actually ended right at 10:30.
And let me tell you something. Yeah. And then we went
It didn't feel like 4 hours to me.
It didn't. No, when, I was dreading it because when I found out that the show was like 4 hours plus, I was like, oh God, I'm going to hate this. And I didn't. I liked every moment.
People
of
were
it.
getting their money's worth.
Yeah. It also helped that we had lots of alcohol. But let me tell you one thing about that. And I love doing commercials for Las Vegas, and I want people to come here. But the drink prices
They're
most
insane.
every venue are insane.
They're
For
insane.
a single vodka soda, it was $24 plus tip.
I could buy 2 bottles of vodka for that.
It's insane. And so every time we went to the bar and we bought 3 drinks, it was $71 plus tip. I mean, that's just crazy.
It's crazy.
So no wonder people say that Vegas is out of control with prices.
Is. I noticed that the first time I noticed how outrageous it was last December when I was in Vegas with CJ and my friends Casey and Santiago. We had a weekend. We saw the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere.
Yeah.
But we went to the Magic Mike show, wherever that was, and we just ordered like a round of drinks, and it came out to like well over $100.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
Easy.
what?
Easy. I know, it's crazy.
So it's hard to go to Vegas when you drink alcohol,
right?
Unless you win big on the slots, which I didn't do.
You know what a lot of people do is they'll go as soon as they land, they'll go to a discount liquor place off strip
and bring it into the hotel room.
Bring it to their hotel room, make their to-go drink like we made in our coffee cups or whatever.
Right.
Make them in the room and then go down to the casino floor. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good idea.
That's a good idea. Of course, if you're actively playing,
They're supposed to bring you
they
free
bring
drinks.
you free drinks. So
But they
that's
don't do
another option.
they don't run around as often as they used to and do that. And when they bring you the drink, it's rail and it's weak, and
This is why
you got to tip.
This is why you make friends with them, like Dale and I have, and then they hook you up.
Yes, one of the things I got to do while I'm here is meet all the lovely ladies that work in the casino that Dale and Scott know. They're all very nice.
They are, except that the reason we know them is we spend way too much money in casinos. So I don't know that that's a good thing, but
you know, I know it's their job and they're supposed to be nice to everyone, but I felt like they were being genuinely nice to you guys.
I think
like
so.
It feels genuine.
We're nice guys.
I mean,
We're
maybe
nice
I'm just
guys.
easily duped.
Yeah,
But
it also helps.
They're
that we're-
very pretty.
It also
and-
helps that we're very generous tippers.
Yeah, that
So,
does help. Yeah.
Do you think they would be paying any attention to us if we were giving them $1 a drink? No.
Probably not. I mean, you do a buck a drink when you go to El Corazon, and the ladies are not
Right.
are not like the ones at Resorts World.
Yes, we'll definitely tip less at places that when I don't know the people.
Yeah.
But no, we tip at least $5. Yeah.
I mean, when you're in the high rollers bar, you should tip pretty well.
Exactly. All right, so come to Vegas and we'll give you all the hints and whatnot. And now I'm
Make
thinking,
friends with the ladies.
you guys can't see it, and maybe I'll take a picture and put it up here as I'm talking about it. But there's another set on the other side of these cameras that you guys can't see.
It's pretty.
And
It looks like the Golden Girls.
And the wallpaper is literally flamingos, which is the Swish Edition's mascot. So why the hell aren't we on that set?
And look, there's two chairs right next to each other.
Should we stop and move over there?
We don't have
this
time
is
for
fine.
that.
We don't have time for that.
The next time we come back, if
But
we
I will
do that
take a
again.
picture so you can see what it looks like. All right, so I want to talk about this. I have always been a free market guy. I'm a capitalist. I believe in free markets. I believe that, when someone says, "Oh, Tom Cruise is not worth $30 million a movie," I'm like, yes, he is, because his movies make $1 billion. So I'm all for that. People say, "Oh, that house isn't worth $1 million." Well, if someone's willing to buy it for $1 million, that's what the house is worth. Okay, so that's what I believe. But here's what I don't believe: in ticket prices and scalpers. I hate scalpers. And you know what it's like these days? Concerts are already ridiculously expensive. I don't know what that ticket cost for us to go to that concert on Sunday night because we got them for free. But I can only imagine that it was over $100, right?
Well, for the seats we had,
Yeah,
I'm sure there was cheaper ones elsewhere.
maybe.
We had really good seats.
Yeah, we were in the VIP.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I'm talking about here is a law that the Washington, D.C. passed. It's called, I want to read it so that I get it right. It's called the restricting I can't say that word. Egration. How do you say that word? How do you say that word?
I feel like you're Kevin Kline in Soap Dish trying to read the lines off of the teleprompter at the end
Well,
scene.
one, I can't see.
The Restricting Egregious Scalping Against Live Entertainment Amendment Act.
Egregious.
Good God. It's known as the Resale Act. So that's an acronym. Okay, good acronym, but good God, that's quite a name. I'm going to say it one more time in case you didn't get it the first time. The Restricting Egregious Scalping Against Live Entertainment Amendment Act.
Egregious. That's the
Egregious.
word I couldn't read. Egregious. I still can't say it. I literally can't. So basically, what they've done is they're fighting against SeatGeek, StubHub, Vivid Seats, and even Ticketmaster itself, because Ticketmaster does have an option where you can resell tickets on their website. You've probably seen it.
I've seen that.
Yeah, the circles are not blue; they're red, I think.
There's something else about. I never buy tickets that way ever. I only buy them directly from Ticketmaster.
You want to buy them from the actual venue,
Yes.
instead of buying
because any
second,
concert I
third
really
party.
want to go to, I get on immediately,
Right.
and I don't have to do a reseller, and I don't like doing reseller stuff.
No, I agree, but a lot of people do that. A lot of people have to do that because they're not able to get the tickets that they want for a show, right?
Well,
this act does is it's telling these resellers that they're putting a 10% cap on resale prices. So they can't resell a ticket that they bought for more than 10% of the face value of the ticket.
And I think
Is that government oversight too much?
No.
Or is that I think it's,
I don't think you should be able to resell a ticket for what the face value of the ticket is.
I agree.
You bought the
I would go
ticket
that far.
You're trying to make money off of a ticket that you bought. And you know what? Here's the problem: is that when tickets first go on sale, you can't get one because these people are buying the max amount of tickets.
Yeah.
They have this whole organization where a bunch of people
flood
flood the opening of the tickets going on sale, buy up all the seats, and then resell them. That's awful.
They use bots to do it. It's not
terrible.
even actual people doing it. It should be illegal.
Every time I get on to buy tickets, I have to say that I'm not a robot. Remember the CAPTCHA you had to do?
They figured it out. They figured out how to get around that.
It's a racket, you know.
It is a total racket. So I'm happy that DC's doing this, but will it spread out to the rest of the country? That's the question.
It should. Honestly, it should already be a law.
Yeah. It also bans speculative tickets. I didn't even know this was a thing.
What is that?
So apparently someone goes and tries to resell tickets that they haven't even bought yet. They only buy it when someone else buys it from them. I didn't even know that was a thing, and I don't know how it would work.
Who has time to deal with all this?
Someone who wants to make an easy buck.
I just want a ticket to a show, and the last couple of times I've gotten online to buy tickets for like a popular show, you get put in the waiting room with thousands of other people, and then you have to wait.
Me too.
To get there. It never used to be like that.
I know.
It's weird. I don't even like buying tickets for popular shows anymore because I tried to get tickets to Sabrina Carpenter last year.
Oh, I love her.
And I couldn't. And I got on early.
Couldn't get any?
Couldn't get a single ticket.
And you wouldn't buy them from someone else?
Heck no, they were expensive. They were really expensive.
She's going to be the next Madonna, I think.
No one's going to be the next Madonna. There's no one. Everyone always says Britney's going to be the next Madonna. Gaga's going to be the next Madonna.
I only said that to get us goat.
There's no such thing as the next Madonna. She's a one and done deal.
I'm going to get you goat. I'm going to get you goat.
What is it?
I'm going to get your goat.
What are you going to say?
By saying Sabrina Carpenter. I'm just saying. I like to get your goat.
But here's the thing. Sabrina Carpenter
to rile you up.
Could never be the next Madonna. You want to know why?
No.
Because she didn't start from nothing like Madonna did. She was like a Disney star. That's you're immediately disqualified at that point.
Was she?
Yeah, she was a Disney star.
I didn't know that.
She was in like Girl Meets World, which was the sequel to Boy Meets World.
I guess I don't know much about her background.
See, that's why you should think before you start talking shit you don't know.
I think he forgets whose show this is. Just kidding.
Moving right along.
Oh,
shit.
You dropped your cards. Good thing you didn't drop. Just don't drop your drink.
Yeah.
Do you need a refill yet? Or are you going to wait for the break?
No, I'm good. Are we having a break?
Well, we have to have a break.
So are we going to let's talk about the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, is that next?
So we did break the news a couple of episodes ago about how Rocky Horror Picture Show is going to be the next movie playing at the Sphere here in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Which is going to make every goth kid's dream. But before they do that, they're doing a tour of the whole country. And every day between October 1st and November 7th, they're doing 41 cities in the U.S. and a few in Canada. And they start in Minneapolis and end in Honolulu. So between October and November.
And I've got the schedule, and if you guys are watching on YouTube, I'll put it up on the screen. But they're literally doing a show every day. I don't understand
every
how
single
this
day.
Is physically
how are they
possible.
Getting around? And it's going to be. This is who's going to be in it from the movie. It's Barry Bostwick, who played Brad, asshole, and Nell Campbell, who played Columbia, and Patricia Quinn, who played Magenta.
Oh, I love all of them.
They're great.
Where's Susan Sarandon?
Susan Sarandon's not there, and Tim Curry's not there. But Tim Curry,
we don't want.
We know that he can't because he's confined to a wheelchair. Yeah. He really just only does stuff on between California.
And we don't. And we talked about this. You talked about it a couple weeks ago on the show. We really don't want him doing any more of these events because
he sort of hijacks the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Yeah, there was that thing where he did the Clue Q&A with Leslie Ann Warren, and it was kind of a nightmare. But go back to that episode, whichever one it was, to hear that story. But there's VIP options that include meeting the stars, photos, and autographs. Who wouldn't want a picture with Columbia and Magenta together?
I want him a picture with Barry Bostwick.
I've already met Barry Bostwick.
Have you?
I did. I met him at a con. Elvira puts on a horror con.
Did you have a picture with him?
Did I get a picture with him? I think I did.
If
I
you
definitely
find
got
it,
the
send it to
8x10 autograph.
Send it to me.
And I will double check to see if I have the picture. But
So-
he was very nice.
So this tour is not coming to Walla Walla or Las Vegas. But why isn't it coming to Vegas? You had a theory.
I think it's not coming to Vegas because the actual show for the Sphere is here.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to do a huge opening night thing here.
Yeah.
I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think they could probably even get Tim Curry and Susan Sarandon for that, possibly.
Well.
I mean, Tim Curry's in California. It's not far to get to Vegas
They
from
get
there.
Well, and the physically where we are right now doing this show, we're like a hop, skip, and a jump from the Sphere. So yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I will definitely come back for Rocky Horror Picture Show.
You definitely have to. Well,
I mean,
I think I'm going to be getting you to Vegas a lot more often.
Well, there are direct
Now that
flights
you're
from
doing the show.
from where I live here on Allegiant Airlines, but it's only on certain days of the week.
Oh, I see.
I think it's Friday. It's certain days of the week that you can do it. But
Well, I didn't mention this, but Robbie is actually coming back in 3.5 weeks, so we can go to Backstreet Boys together.
I've always wanted to see Backstreet Boys ever since they became popular in the late 90s.
Oh.
When I grew up in Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Backstreet Boys for some reason never came there, but NSYNC did. I saw NSYNC twice, but Backstreet Boys never came. And I've always wanted to see them, and now I can at the Sphere, which is going to be. You've already seen it. You said it's really good, so
I've already
I'm
seen
excited.
it twice. This is going to be my third time. Third time's a charm.
And Nick Carter was like my favorite Backstreet Boy.
And Nick Carter lives here in Vegas, and I know exactly where he lives. And the house across the street from him is for sale. And I asked Dale, could we buy it, please? Could we please be across the street neighbors with Nick Carter and his wife, and they could be our new best friends?
Yes.
And Dale said, but the house is $8.5 million, and we can't afford an $8.5 million house. So I guess I'm not going to be neighbors with Nick Carter.
Nope. I liked Nick Carter so much as a teenager that I even had my hair the same as him. I dyed it blonde and parted it in the middle.
goodness.
I mean, it wasn't specifically just to be like Nick Carter. That was kind of a style back then anyway.
Right.
But the fact that he did that, and then when he cut his hair short and with the bangs sticking up, and I did the same thing. But also Leonardo DiCaprio did that, and I sort of wanted my hair to look like that. It's funny what you do when you're a teenager in the 90s.
What to do when you're a gay teenager. We need to break here so you guys on audio can listen to a couple commercials that help pay our bills. And we'll be back right after this.
This, my friends, is the Swish Edition.
There's no excuse not to listen. Swish Edition.
There was an article this past week on Rotten Tomatoes that really pissed me off. You know, a lot of things trigger me. Robbie, like your shorts.
My shorts are lovely.
They're lovely. This was an article about Apple TV's The Morning Show. You know this show, right? Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon. Have you seen it?
I don't watch it, but I know about it.
How could you not watch it? It's one of the best dramas on TV.
Maybe I'll watch it later.
You love the Today Show, right? It's basically based on the Today Show.
Okay, I'll check it out.
It all started based on the who was the guy who got kicked off? He was canceled for
Matt Lauer.
Matt Lauer. It's basically that story. That's how it started on season 1.
Okay.
And Steve Carell played a Matt Lauer-ish type character. And
Yeah, it was just never on my radar. But
okay, I want you to watch it. It's your homework.
just for you, I'll do it.
All right, so they just announced that season 5 is going to be the final season, and it will be coming out sometime in 2027. They haven't told us when, but they're currently filming it. But what Rotten Tomatoes and Collider and a couple other sites did is said, Apple TV's The Morning Show canceled. That was the headline, and it's like,
It's misleading.
the show was not canceled. The show
Decided
is
to end its
wrapping
run.
up.
Yeah.
They decided 5 is enough. We're going to wrap it up. We're happy to know that this is the final season, because when producers have that knowledge, they can wrap up the arcs and wrap up the stories. And
Put a nice little bow on it.
Right.
Sort of like how they did on Cheers
And-
and the Golden Girls.
how they did with Hacks most recently.
Yes.
I mean, Hacks knew it was going to be a 5-season show, and so Paul Downs, who plays Jimmy, He
was
was
the
one of
head
the
writer,
creators.
yeah.
With him and his wife and one of their friends. They were the three of them together that wrote all the episodes. They knew they had 5 seasons, so they wrapped it up. Hacks wasn't canceled. It was only a
It
5-season show.
There's a difference between being canceled
right.
and
So
ending.
I get pissed off about stuff like that, and people are like, "Why do you?"
Well,
get
they know
pissed
that when
off?
it says canceled, it's going to get clicks and
Yeah.
it's more dramatic.
And I know that you told me when I told you that Paul Downs and Megan Statler, who plays Kayla, were at the American Music Awards that I went to a month or so ago. You said you're tired of their shtick.
Yeah, it's running thin.
but you know-
I like them, but it's
Yeah.
starting to run thin, and it's a good thing that they're ending the show.
Yeah.
Because, there's a lot of shows that should have ended earlier than they did.
But do you know what's happening? Paul and Megan
Are
are
they getting
trying
their
to get
own?
a spin-off with their characters.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
And also,
there.
you know Megan right now is on Broadway in Oh Mary.
I did know this.
Yeah.
I think she's good for that.
And apparently she's doing
funny,
really well.
But I just was not a fan of their back and forth at the American
American
Music
Music Awards. Yeah.
I don't know. I just didn't think it was funny.
So based on all of that preamble of, I thought it would be fun to talk about shows that we thought what TV shows, either now or the beginning of time, went beyond their expiration date. Which ones should have been wrapped up before they did?
So Scott proposed this question to me, and I just listed the first things that popped into my head. I didn't do a deep dive. The first, I'm a big sitcom fan from the 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
The first things that popped into my head for shows that should have ended before they did. First thing that came to mind immediately was Family Matters, a show that I love. But I think
Friday?
yeah,
Wasn't that
TGI,
ABC's
TGIF
Friday?
on Friday nights on ABC. It
They
was
don't even bother programming anymore.
no, it was so fun back then.
Yeah.
But Family Matters was the anchor of that. After Full House moved to Tuesdays, Family Matters was the anchor of that whole thing. But I think it started falling apart with the advent of Stefan.
That's
always Steve Urkel's alter ego, Stefan, the cool one, where he gets into this chamber that he can change into Stefan. That's when I was like, all right, the show has jumped the shark and it needs to end. But it didn't. That Stefan was introduced in the middle of season 5. And it ended up going on for, I think maybe 9 seasons. Don't quote me on that. But it went on for a lot more. And they just kept getting more ludicrous after that.
Yeah.
And yeah, the first 5 seasons are the best. Everything after that, it's like whatever. But another one was Roseanne. I think a lot of people can probably agree with that. The last 2 seasons of Roseanne were abysmal.
The lottery winning season.
Well, that was the very last season.
Awful.
The season before that Roseanne had a baby. Remember the baby they had? And they named it Jerry Garcia.
Yeah.
And then Darlene and David were getting married.
Yeah.
And Dan was at the wedding and had a heart attack.
Yeah.
This show, there were some serious things that they talked about, with their struggles.
Sure.
But I think it went too far with Dan having a heart attack. We didn't need
There was
that.
no reason for any of that.
It was a sitcom, not a drama. They wanted to up the ante, raise the stakes.
It really should have.
But it kind of brought it down. So that happened at the end of the I can't remember which season that was, the second to last season.
Yeah.
And then the last season was when they won the lottery, and nobody was a fan of that. I mean, if
it
you're a
was
fan of
awful.
that season, let me know. I want to know why you like it so much.
Right.
But yeah, Roseanne should have ended the season before Dan had the heart attack.
And the Connors, don't even get me started.
Well, the Connors was its own thing.
It shouldn't have come back.
I honestly watched it because
it was
I was loyal. I was
depressing.
loyal to those characters in that show.
Yes. I
But
watched it too.
I hate watched it.
Hate watched it.
I watched it
exactly.
every week, but I hate watched it. It was never as funny as the original
It was
Roseanne.
not funny. It was depressing, and you just wanted to cut your wrists because it was just like these people are in a horrible place.
It's like,
All
can't you
of them.
finally get yourself out of this? And they kind of did a little bit, but they
None
kept
of them
bringing
grew.
themselves back.
None of them grew.
And then Sarah Gilbert, Darlene, was now the headliner of the show, and
Yeah.
she can't support that show.
No.
The show sorely was lacking Roseanne, which she rightfully so got canceled, but I'm not going to get into that. But
We're not gonna get
she
into
messed
that.
herself up there, but
Well, she's something wrong upstairs with that woman.
we've all known that.
Right.
But But anyway, so the next one I thought after that was the Brady Bunch, and when they brought in Oliver, if you remember that.
That's a jump the shark moment.
And that was, but at least that was in the last season. I think they were just grasping for straws.
When
at
you
that
bring
point.
in a little kid, and I can give you 15 examples of this, the show's over.
Or what about, remember Full House had the twins that arrived with Jesse and Aunt Becky? They had the twins.
Yeah.
No, we already had Michelle. We didn't need the twins.
Every sitcom has done this.
Yeah.
Happy Days went on way too long.
Yeah, it's
right?
like the ratings were still good, so they were just wanted to milk it.
Yeah.
That's when they're milking it.
Yeah.
But that's why I mentioned Golden Girls earlier. B. Arthur knew when to end that show. It was her saying, "I'm not coming back for an 8th season." I think they were on for 7 seasons.
Because it was too much.
Everyone wanted to keep going except for B. Arthur.
And they
but
did
she's
keep
very
going.
smart.
They
did that spin-off, The Golden Palace, which was not as good. It lasted 1 season.
It was horrible.
It didn't have the same. It wasn't the same, but.
Yeah.
And I mean, even the last season of Golden Girls, while it was still good, it was a little outlandish in some of the storylines compared to the earlier ones.
It was tired. They already did everything they needed to do.
Right. Yeah. And then the last one for me on this shows that went beyond their expiration date, which is a show I love, is Dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
I think, okay, if you're a fan of Dynasty like I am, you'll know about the Moldavian Massacre, which was an epic episode. It was the cliffhanger of season 5, where everyone was in this made-up country called Moldavia for a big wedding. Alexis and Blake's daughter, Amanda, was getting married to a prince.
A daughter that, just showed up out of nowhere.
And there was a big massacre where there was a coup happening or something, and all these people crashed the wedding and started shooting everyone. The last scene of that, spoiler alert, by the way, the last scene of that episode, which was the cliffhanger, everybody was laying on the ground unconscious.
Right.
So you're like, who's dead, who's not dead?
Right.
Well, then when they brought back the 6th season, everybody was tuning in to see what the heck, and it was a letdown. I'm just going to say it at that. And then everything after that could never live up to the first 5 seasons of Dynasty, and I think it should have ended shortly after that, because the last couple of seasons didn't have a lot of Alexis, Joan Collins, because she was having disputes with her contract.
Right.
They weren't paying her enough. And so then the producers decided to put her in less episodes, which was a big mistake.
Well, they were also trying to get the Colbys off the ground, and that was a disaster for them.
That was 2 seasons of the Colbys, and so it was oversaturated.
Yeah.
Too much of a good thing is not always necessary. So that was another one I had, was Dynasty. So what do you have?
Well, and replacing Fallon was a huge mistake too.
Oh God,
bringing
yeah.
in Emma Samms.
Pamela Sue Martin was the best.
Pamela Sue Martin was Fallon, so bringing in Emma Samms was just so stupid.
Emma Samms is fine, but she's a lesser actress as well.
Absolutely, she should stick with General Hospital.
But she really did feel like a mini Joan Collins, though. She really did. But Pamela Sue had like more charisma.
Yeah. Well, and I always liked the originals better, except when it comes to James Bond. So mine, I'll go through them quickly because I know we don't have all the time in the world. But the X-Files, I was a huge X-Files fan. I still am.
Me too.
But there was a point where I was just done with it. When David Duchovny left.
They brought in Robert Patrick, and that's when I zoned out.
Yeah,
I was done.
I was like, no. Sorry, this is not working for me. You went on way too long. I enjoyed the first movie, where they brought Mulder and Scully
I didn't
back
enjoy
together.
either of those movies.
But
I
the
thought
second
they both
movie
sucked.
was a piece of crap, and the miniseries that Fox did a couple years after the movies, not necessary.
I thought the miniseries was better than the movies, but still, whatever.
But you never wrapped up anything. You never told the truth. They actually see a spaceship, but then the next week they're fighting a monster and not talking about the fact that they saw the spaceship the week before. It was just stupid. They got off track way too soon. So I will watch seasons like 1 through 6, and then the rest of it I just pretend
I'm with you on that.
Don't exist. As you are a huge Dynasty fan, I am a die-hard Dallas fan. Dallas, the original Dallas series, is my favorite show of all time, even more than I Love Lucy. I think Dallas is the quintessential best show ever made on television. However, only up until a certain point.
It was on from like 1979 through like 1991.
Yeah, 91.
For 3 decades, if you count each.
It went too far, way too far. So once Bobby comes back, they brought him back from the famous shower scene. I'll watch that.
I think that was when they jumped the shark.
I'll even watch the Dream season, and that was when they brought in Donna Reed to be Miss Ellie. When Barbara Bel Geddes left, and then Barbara Bel Geddes came back, and Donna Reed sued them because they fired her. It was all a mess. Everything after that, fuck it. I don't like it. And so I will watch the first 7 or 8 seasons, and then I stop, and I don't watch the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Susan Lucci came on, Barbara Eden from
I Dream of Jeannie.
I Dream of Jeannie, which of course Larry Hagman did before he did Dallas. She was on for a season she played a villain. It was a lot. It was too much for me. Beverly Hills 90210 is another one that went on about 2 or 3 years longer than it should have.
I think Beverly Hills 90210 should have ended when they graduated college.
Exactly. That's exactly
the
what I was
first couple of
say.
seasons, like I think the season started in the middle of their high school experience.
It got so ridiculous.
And then they moved on to college, and then after college ended, the seasons were them in the real world. And isn't that just Melrose Place at that point?
And it was just not good. It just was not good. And of course, Shannon Doherty was gone by then, and then Luke Perry was gone by then, and then it was just like not the same show.
Tori Spelling was always there because she had nothing else to do.
She still has nothing to do.
I like Tori Spelling though. I just love said that for
Tori
fun.
Spelling. And I ran in one of my famous claim to fames is not. It's not a claim to fame. Nobody cares a shit about this except me. But I was visiting. I was visiting my friend Monica. She lived in Woodland Hills, I think, in the Valley. And she had to go to work, and the first day I was there, and so she said, "You can use this car and why don't you go to the mall?" So I went to the mall while she was at work, and they were filming 90210, the original series, in the mall, and I saw Tori and Shannon and Jenny Garth.
Whoa.
And Tori's brother was even in that scene.
What year was this?
I don't fucking know. I don't remember dates.
But it sounds like
peak
peak 90210 if Shannon was still in it.
Shannon was still in it. Yeah, so it was early on.
I mean, I loved Shannon Doherty.
Yeah.
But so also, since we're doing this show live, we are really pressed for time, so we have to move through some things.
Okay.
We still have one more segment after this little piece that we want to get into because I think it'll be really fun.
It is going to be
fun. But since we were talking about shows that went on too far,
yeah.
we did want to touch a little bit on shows that ended too soon.
Too soon.
Do you want me to start this one?
Yeah, you start it.
So I think for me, My So-Called Life is my number one for a show that ended too soon. That was ABC 1994 to 1995. It was very popular with people my age at that time.
I've never seen it.
It's really good. You should watch it.
I know.
But it was so real. It was like the anti 90210.
It was one season, right?
One season. It got canceled. Everyone was pissed.
Well,
I mean, people my age.
No
I don't remember that. They kept messing with. Give a show a chance.
Yeah.
That
was the chick from Homeland.
It's Claire Danes.
Claire Danes, yes,
was the lead,
Love
and
her.
Jordan Leto. That's where Jared Leto. That's where he got his start. Was on 90210, and he was Jordan. That's why I said Jordan Leto because his name in this show is Jordan Catalano, and he was a dreamboat. The show was just very good, and everyone was mad that was my age when it got canceled.
I'll have to check it out.
Another one that I like that maybe not many people have heard about, but it was called Pacific Palisades. And it came out in 1997 on Fox by Aaron Spelling. And it had Joan Collins in it and Finola Hughes.
Joan Collins was in it?
Joan Collins was a guest star in it.
Oh.
And they brought her in a little later. I think they were trying to save it like she did for Dynasty. But even she couldn't save this one. But I thought it was fun. I didn't think that it should have ended. It was only on for 13 episodes. I think they canceled that too soon. Definitely for this. Ryan, I think this may have been Ryan Murphy's very first show. It was on the WB from 1999 to 2001 for 2 seasons. It was called Popular. Very good show.
It was fun.
And Leslie Bibb was in it, and she's now a bigger star. She was on the last season of White Lotus.
She's on everything.
And no, I loved Popular. And
it was kind of Gossip Girlish. No?
Yeah, but it was tongue in cheek.
More
It was
poppy.
very, very campy.
Okay.
And Sarah Rue was in it. She became
Love
famous a
her,
little
yes.
bit. Yeah. But yeah, if you like Ryan Murphy, if you like zany, wacky camp, check out Popular from 1999 to 2001.
And you said it's streaming somewhere. Is it on Hulu?
I'm not
Oh,
sure.
okay.
I thought Happy Endings was the next one on my list, and that is streaming on Hulu. That only lasted 3 seasons on ABC from 2011 to 2013. I really enjoyed Happy Endings.
Another one I've never seen.
Check it out, and I'll let you go from here.
Okay. Well, no, I have some big ones. And they still piss me off to this day. So Profit. Did you ever watch Profit? We're
I don't
going
know about
all
that.
the way back to 1996. Aiden Pazdar, do you know him?
What channel was it on?
It was on Fox. One of Fox's first shows, because Fox was pretty new at that point.
No,
I
Fox
believe.
came out in 87.
All right, shut up. So it was one of their first shows that was canceled after only 4 episodes. I was
So basically, you were the only
pissed.
one watching.
It was so. Do you know Aiden Pazdar? He was married to one of the Dixie Chicks.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, he was kind of a cool actor. It was very dark. His character slept naked in a cardboard box at night. No, no bells are ringing.
No.
How old were you in?
I can't relate to that.
96. How old were you?
I was entering my first year of high school that year, so I was like 13.
So you could have watched it.
Yeah.
Another one that I really liked. And I know that you don't love reboots. Like, you refuse to watch the Dynasty reboot.
Yeah, I didn't want to watch that.
Yeah,
I don't need to see. Nicolette Sheridan is okay for me. I don't need to see her as Alexis.
It was very
Joan
different.
Collins is the only Alexis.
I understand that, and I understand why you didn't watch it. But the reboot of Dallas was different because it used a lot of the same characters. Larry Hagman was back as JR.
Okay, I can.
Linda
I can be on
Gray
board
was
with
back
that.
as Sue Ellen, and Bobby was played by Patrick Duffy. So they were back, but it was more about the next generation. So they had
The kids were the focus.
Yeah, Josh Henderson came in and played JR. John Ross. And then there was a guy, I forget who played Christopher. He was on Desperate Housewives for a while. You might know who I'm talking about.
Oh, no.
Anyway, I loved it. It only lasted 3 seasons, and I think it should have gone longer.
Well,
And
3 seasons is not nothing to shake a stick
I
at.
know, but I wasn't ready for it to be done. And I think one of the reasons they canceled it is because Larry Hagman died. And so
That'll do it.
How do you do the show without Larry Hagman? And if you don't have JR, it's not Dallas, right?
Right.
Another one is the Melrose reboot. Did you watch that one?
That was another one where I didn't want to.
2009 on the CW they brought back, but also, I mean,
I knew they brought back Lori Layton.
Yeah, and Heather Locklear was on it, and Michael, the doctor, and Sydney, and Jane, and Joe. They were all there.
Was it Lauren Layton? Layton was her last
Laura
name. But she
Layton.
was the
Yeah.
redhead.
Who's married to the gay guy?
Yes.
In real life.
Doug Savant.
Yeah, who's not really gay in real
No.
life. Yeah.
But I loved her name. Her character's name was Sydney.
Sydney.
But in the original series, she died. She got ran over by a car on her wedding day.
Yeah, but that never takes though.
See, I don't. That's what I'm like. She's dead.
Right.
As much as I want her to come back, that was So, all right, we have one fun segment left. We have 10
do.
minutes left in the show. I think we should do this.
We're
It'll be so
gonna
much
do it.
fun. We have not done this before.
No.
Scott wanted to try this out, and we'll see how it goes.
I wanted to try this out, and I thought, would it be fun to put 40 random questions that we don't know what's coming, and
into a lunchbox.
into
a $6 million man lunchbox.
I was going to put it in a hat, and then I thought it might be more fun to put it in my lunchbox that I actually took to school with me in 3rd grade.
I love it.
So here you go.
Oh, you want me to open it? You want me to do the honors?
I want you to pick the first question, and it'll be your question, but I'll also answer
I'm opening it up like I'm opening the Ark of the Covenant, and like all the ghosts are going to come
It's
out
so
and like
cool.
melt my face off.
It's so cool.
Okay, also, we each get a get out of jail free card.
So why don't you pass those out?
Okay, so we each get one because if we don't want to answer this, like if it's something too much.
Get out of jail free card.
So I'm picking the first one.
Okay, you do it.
All right, I'm going to pick this one.
Okay.
Okay, guys, let's see what it says. Oh, this is not too bad. All-time favorite fictional villain.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God. Just off the top of my head, let's see. Who's my favorite fictional villain? Do you want to go first? Or am I supposed to go first because I picked it?
I don't think it matters. The person that came first to mind is J.R. Ewing. I mean, he kind of is a villain. And he might be one of my favorites.
I'm going to go a different route. I'm going more like Disney.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go with Cruella DeVille.
I thought that was going to come out of your mouth.
Yeah, I'm going with Cruella.
That's a
She
good
was
one.
great.
She was a good one. Anyone who kills puppies is definitely a villain.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't want him to go back in the box, so because we might do this segment again.
Yeah,
right?
let's here, you pick the next one.
Yeah, I'm going to. This will be fun. Now, of course, I've seen these because I made them, but
he doesn't know which one he's going to get.
But I really didn't think about, what I might answer. All right, and this will be fun for both of us. If you could only watch one Broadway show for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Like Broadway show, like the show, not the movie version, I guess.
A Broadway show. No more interpretation needed. You can only watch one.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's hard because there's some I do like a lot. The first thing that popped into my head was Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh God.
But I think that was off Broadway. I don't think that was literally on Broadway.
Has it never been on Broadway?
It started off Broadway. Maybe it ended up on Broadway at some point.
I hate that show more. Really?
You hate Little Shop of Horrors?
I cannot stand it.
What?
I've seen it a couple times and I just do not understand the appeal.
My answer would have been Cabaret, but I like the movie so much more than the Broadway show because there's some numbers in the movie that aren't in the show that really make it for me. So I wouldn't choose that. And I wouldn't choose Chicago, even though I love Chicago, but I like the movie more. There's all these things. I don't know.
You're gonna hate my answer.
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna take it back because, like I said, I think Little Shop was off Broadway. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody who knows the history a little bit more, but I definitely know it started off Broadway. But I think I'm gonna go with Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
Oh my goodness, that's a surprise.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that.
I like that.
That's my answer.
Okay, my answer is Phantom, because I absolutely love the music so much. And I saw it on Broadway a couple times, actually on Broadway. I cannot believe it closed.
It'll come back.
It will come back. I know they have some kind of weird version of it now off Broadway, but no, it'll come back. And it's actually coming here to the Smith Center, I believe, in October. And I'm trying to get Dale to go. I want him to go. I really want to go see it again. I just love it so much.
I want to do another one.
Yeah, we got time.
This is fun.
It's fun, right? And the thermos. Where's the thermos? I lost the thermos.
Let's see. I'm going to dig around a little bit.
I want you to have to use your get out of jail card.
Well, let's see. This one's funny. We talked about this on a show a couple of episodes ago.
Okay.
It says, "Do you know the way to San Jose? Do you know who sang that song?" Yes, of course I know who sang that song.
Answer the first question first.
I do not know the way to San Jose. I know that it's somewhere near San Francisco,
Uh-huh.
but that was famously sung by Dionne Warwick.
So this is one I can't answer, except that I know how to get there. I would just book a airplane ticket.
But you knew that Dionne Warwick sang that song.
I did, and I thought
even after I said
I thought it would be fun for you.
It's funny.
All right, don't put it back in.
I'm not,
because we're never going to answer it again.
But
that would be stupid.
But the song is "Do You Know the Way to San Jose?" Bitch, get Google Maps. You'll find it.
They didn't have it back then. That is one.
I saw Dionne Warwick sing that live once. It was very nice. It's
literally one of my favorite songs of all time. I just love it so much.
I think Burt Bacharach wrote it.
This is classic.
Do I need to use my get out of jail free card?
Have you ever been in trouble with the law?
This is the one I'm using my get out of jail free card for. This is the one
he said, I am not answering that question. But
I'm not talking about that.
I'll answer it. So I've never been officially arrested. I've never been in handcuffs in the back of a police car. However, have been detained by the police before because my friend Shallon and I, we shouldn't have said her name. Maybe I'll edit that out. She doesn't care.
I didn't even hear what her name was.
We jumped the fence at Busch Gardens off season when the park wasn't open because we wanted to walk around the amusement park, Busch Gardens in Williamsburg, Virginia, while it was closed.
That sounds fun.
And I thought that would have been so fun, right? So fun. But I didn't get arrested, so it was good. It wasn't the end of the world.
So you said they caught you?
They caught me, but they didn't do anything about it.
What did they say to you when they come up to you?
They said, bad. You can't do that.
Like, whatever.
I don't remember what
That's not even that bad.
All right,
really.
One more.
We just got the 5-minute warning, everyone. Okay, I like to dig for mine.
I've heard that about you.
Oh, God. This is going to cause some controversy.
Can you do it quickly?
Most overrated superstar.
Oh. Yeah, I could answer that.
Who are you going to say? Superstar meaning like music superstar?
I guess you could just interpret it any way you want. Most overrated. You should answer it first because you're the one who picked it.
Well, first you have to categorize who's considered a superstar.
Okay.
Number one.
We should do a whole episode on that.
Oh God, I think I'm gonna get hate mail for this.
Do not. Nobody watches this show.
Because most overrated superstar. Honestly, I think I don't want to say it because I don't want to cause any
Say it.
any ripples. But I think I'm gonna have to go with Beyonce.
Yeah.
I think she's a great singer, but she's overrated.
I think she's very overrated. I would agree with you on that.
I think she's a great singer and performer, but she's not like the second coming. You know what I mean?
And a lot of people believe she is.
And then she puts out a song that's not very good, and everyone loses their mind over it.
And she put out. Did you see that she put out a song the same day Madonna's Confessions 2 came out?
I did, but I didn't see it do much on the charts.
No, I think
Madonna's did, but
right. And Beyonce got like
Madonna's
zero
album
press.
that is, yeah.
Zero. She got zero press, but she tried. The person I would say is Bruce Springsteen. I don't get it. I don't get all the
admiration. I'm not a fan of Bruce
admiration.
Springsteen. You know what? I'm not a fan of Bruce Springsteen so much that I wouldn't even consider him a superstar.
Yeah, but I think a big portion of the country would. Yeah.
I don't think that he. I mean, he's
get
definitely has his place, but I never got Bruce Springsteen ever. I don't. I can't even.
Either.
He's not in my
wheelhouse.
I don't have a single
not
song
on
of
your
his in any of
radar.
my music catalog.
Got it. All right, so let's wrap that up. You want to do this again? It's kind of fun, right?
Yeah, we can do it every
We'll
now
do
and
it
then.
again. Yeah. I'll have
As
to
long
send
as
you,
I get my get out of jail free card.
I'll have to send you a lunchbox. All right, so next week we're going to be doing a very, very special episode. Robbie will be back in Walla Walla. I'll be in my home office. It'll be fun. We're going to do a show all about our favorite live concert experiences. We're going to talk about that. If you guys have one, send us a text or an email.
Your favorite, and then your the worst and your best.
We're also going to be talking about the worst concert experiences we've been to.
We were going to do it this time, but we didn't think, since we're in a studio and we're limited for time, we didn't think we were going to have enough time to really get into it.
And I really want to get into it. And we're going to put up a lot of pictures. Robbie's got a lot of pictures from events that he's been to. And I'm excited about it. So that'll be next week. That'll be the first episode of August. I think it's August 5th. I don't know. You guys could figure it out. Wednesdays. Yeah. On ABC. I'm just kidding. I wish we were on ABC.
Oh, and also one more thing before we shut this down. This is Shark Week, everyone. We're in the middle of Shark Week. To all those who celebrate, I love Shark Week.
Well, and I knew he loved Shark Week, so I got him a gift. And
he got me a gift.
I have it for him. I'm going to give it to him off screen, but maybe I'll put a picture up here.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, don't thank me till you see what it is. All right. We're done. We're done. This was our first episode in a real studio. It was kind of fun.
Yes, it was very fun.
All right.
Thanks for coming with us.
Thanks for coming. That sounds dirty.
And look, we have a minute to spare.
Oh.
What are we going to do with this minute?
Pee, because I got to pee. All right. All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
The Swish Edition is a production of Bethwick Media, LLC. Learn more about the show at swishedition.com. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a review on your favorite podcast app or site. But only if you like us.
Do you want a refill, or are you okay?
I'm good.
Okay.
So what's the first one up now?
Oh, no.
Because the next card I have is shows that went beyond their expiration date.
Yeah, let's just do that, and then we'll do the lunchbox.
Yeah, because we got 30 minutes left. It's 1:28. I can see your clock.
Yeah, mine doesn't go to sleep like yours does.
All right. Yeah, let's start off with shows that went beyond their expiration date, and I'll start first.
But I have the beginning.
Oh, okay. Then you go first. Sorry. I'm just looking at mine. I'm the first one listed here. So you go into it, and then let's do it. Let me just.
Are you okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Don't edit any of this out. I want it all. Watch our show on YouTube every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.